The Dust Bowl of the 1930s. After years of drought, the once fertile American Midwest became a wasteland. Without rain, farmers continued to plow and plant, hoping that the nutrients in the fields would somehow be replenished. But their efforts only made things worse. The topsoil turned to dust, and the wind took its vengeance. For British ecologist Arthur Tansley, the Dust Bowl was proof that scientists, and the public at large, were too narrow in their view of the physical and biological world. They did not understand the dynamics of the environment as a whole, a perspective that helped explain the cause and effect of events like the Dust Bowl. He advocated a new concept, what he called the ecosystem.
The word has a simplicity to it. It's understandable by the ordinary person. It can be applied effectively, but it also has a scientific significance in that it brings together ideas from a variety of sciences. Back here is something I want to show you. The quantity of silt that you see in the river right now is due to the erosion of the farmland that's upstream. This is a opportunity to see what we could say was an ecosystem defined physically, Bill, right here in front of us.
It has boundaries.
It has boundaries. It's formed through a manipulation of the flood cycle, the river.
So this is a floodplain.
That's right. It receives water from the Oconee River. Periodically we get enormous rainfall and the river floods and would then send water into this sort of a area. We might be standing chest deep in water during a flood. Presumably at one time it was a forest. You see the remnants of the trees. But because of flooding and the persistence of flooding, the trees' roots were unable to respire and the trees died. You can see if you look around yourself here how beautiful the recovering forest is in its shape. We've studied that in great detail using an ecosystem approach. So that now we're able to talk about how to rebuild ecological systems here in this region by manipulating the various species and the environment to speed up the process, to get the endpoints we want to emphasize, and to do it at lesser costs. And that's a very positive step because we can rebuild nature to meet certain human needs and so that it functions and maintains itself on its own under solar power.
Solar power, yeah.
Under solar power, which is driving all the cycles and everything else.